Hello, good morning. My name is Emma Westbrook and I'm here to talk to you today about the project that I have been running over the past 9 months called the Bossy Girls Project. Now, I'm a feminist and for me, gender equality is both a passion and a hobby. I finished school last year and in my gap year, I knew that I wanted to pursue activism of some kind. I knew that I wanted to engage young women and reach people my own age in as big a way as possible. I knew that to make this massive impact, I had to do something that was big, in your face, and that you didn't have to access separately. And thus, the idea of a poster banner campaign was born. Now, when I first got into feminism, it was the small everyday things that annoyed me the most, like my English teacher apologising to the male students because we were studying a female author, which I feel create the base of the patriarchy pyramid, which I didn't come up with, but I've stolen. I wanted to talk to other young women and see what they thought was important. And so, as the first stage of the project, I decided to go into schools. I went into the Folkestone Glassworks Sixth Form Centre and into the Folkestone School for Girls, where I could talk to the female students and asked what bothered them the most. We had a great response from the girls who loved the chance to rant. Some of the key issues that came up were the depiction of women in the media, domestic violence, and slut-shaming. The girls were very excited by the idea of a public poster campaign, and we discussed what role social media would play, if any. But I didn't just want to talk to you girls in schools. I'd set the age range of the project at 13 to 25, same as ART31, and so I decided to hold open workshops on a Saturday afternoon in Quarterhouse. During these workshops, we looked at examples of other feminist activism, and we invited local female artists and graphic designers to talk to us about their work. Once we had a better idea of what we wanted to do, we decided to hold an all-day session during the February half-term, where we would come up with our slogan and initial design. This led to us working with another graphic designer who helped us develop our ideas and come up with the final design. She also helped us come up with some additional graphics, which put the slogan in different contexts and that we could share on social media. Despite the fear that now the whole town was going to see our work, on Sunday the 5th of March, near International Women's Day, we met and started our Guerrilla Girl action. By this point, we'd accumulated a core group of 5 fantastic girls, and we set out to paint the town with our message, being a girl is not a crime. Here are a few photos. Now, do you want the good news or the bad news? The bad news is we did have a negative response. We had one of the most prominent banners stolen and another defaced with graffiti. While we were putting them up, we had a man yell out of his car, "Yes, it is," and we had a quite fervent online troll who went so far as to make a 20-minute-long YouTube video ranting about the project, which he later followed up with another 20-minute-long video. But we had an overwhelmingly positive response, a flurry of support from social media with people tweeting and Instagramming, using the hashtag, and saying how much they loved seeing the slogan plastered all over town. We were supported by women that we knew and by women that we didn't, who told us how important the message was. In fact, a little anecdote, while we were putting up some of the posters, I noticed a man watching us who had 2 girls with him. I'd been very paranoid the whole day about anyone challenging us, and I was afraid he was going to say something negative. But he just came over and asked if his daughters could take a picture with the posters. I was so thrilled, and while we were taking the photo, he said, "You know what that means, girls? It means being a girl is just as good as being a bloke." And there they are there. Very cute. So, I was very aware that the posters were going to come down after just 2 weeks. None of us wanted our work to disappear or be forgotten, and we wanted to capture it in some way. So, we commissioned a female photographer to go around and take pictures of our work, which we then turned into an exhibition, which we displayed in May in Folkestone. So, this is the stage that we are at now. The project has been on hiatus for a while during exam season, but I'm picking it back up again as I start to work with the South Bank Centre in London to develop the project for the 2018 Why, What's Happening for the Young, a bit similar to UPrising, And I don't really know where I want the project to go. I imagined it finishing in March, but I'm very open to suggestions about if you have any ideas about what we should do next. Thank you for listening to me. The exhibition photos are on a loop on the screen outside the theatre, and you can pick up a Being a Girl is Not a Crime poster from T&I. Have a good rest of the day.